All right. Good morning, y'all. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa! I just had. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Hello, Yarn. Hello, Might King. Yes, I did. I made the thumbnail. I know it goes hard. I know. I was like at like 2 a.m. I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. No, it was like 12 and I was like, God, I haven't even started on the thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. And then I was like, oh, I know. Abramar, the behemoth. And yes, I did change it. I did change it from worsey to worst. Cause, you know, I misspelled it. And the thumbnails you made were at 2 a.m. too? Very nice. Hey, that's how it is in the business. That's how it is. Alright, let's see. It hasn't been that long since I last played. I do remember I have to like make a card. I think that's the last thing I need to do. But before that, we can chill out a little bit. I can go ahead and just pop the game open because the music is good. The ambiance and everything. Let's see. Let me do this. Do this. And yeah. I wanted to get back into doing some chill games because I know Silent Hill is a pretty heavy game. And I don't do those too often on this channel. But, you know. So I want to take a step back. We can chill out before I decide to play, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever. Because it's Halloween. Because it's October 1st. Are you guys excited? I love October. Autumn is in full blast here. I can't wait. Holy smokes. What's going on here? The demon guy fits him? Yes, I know, right? It came to me in a vision. Oh, you found out this game was already out? The, Cosmic Wheel? Give me a second. Let me go capture it again. One moment, please. Ah, there we go. Stop the horror games? No, I gotta say, they're fun. I don't know what next one I would be playing, though. We'll see. It'll have to pass the vibe check, of course. Or I might play, I don't know, cute spooky games, because there are those too. You prefer Jolly Christmas? Oh, you naughty little minx. You enjoy Christmas that much? You'd rather skip past October and November. Okay. Freaky little elf, you. What's going on? Oh, okay. There's the demo. That's the demo one. What the frick? I am in the same spot, but it took me 2 extra hours to get here. I'm slowing down. Okay, hang on. How's this volume? Tell me if the volume's too quiet or too loud or whatever. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, right. I don't think we have a choice here, so let's go here. Yeah, the thumbnail is my boy Abramar. And I stopped working on the thumbnail at like 2 a.m. actually. And then I was like, oh, man. I'm not that happy with it, but it's like, whatever. It don't matter at this point. Okay. What are we going to do? I think we want a fire one, right? Yeah, we need a fire card. So let's do that. Can't hear the game right now? What the flip? Give me a sec. I mean, you should be hearing it. Hang on. Maybe it's quiet for you. Can barely hear it. Okay. Let me see if I can't do something about that. I'll go into the game. Because the music is half the fun, right? You know what? I'll do that. Then I'll do this. Okay, I think that should be better. I literally can't do anything else for it. This is as good as we're gonna get. Okay, awesome. Holy smoke, war is meaningless. Whoa, a city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. That sounds good. Now who's gonna be... Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Sidereal lovers? A goddess in love with a sidereal snake. An ever-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. Holy smokes! And... whoa, what the? Eyes for the night, pain for the wraith. That's kind of cool. I don't think it fits the vibe though. We're on a mining, a weapon planet. Let's do this. These are houses? I want what? So she's gonna be huge, Gigantor. Have you guys seen Aliens versus Monsters? Y'all remember that movie? Aliens versus Monsters. She's a lava lady. She can hang out inside the I kind of want her to be a big lady. What the? Let's move the shovel out of the way, actually. Yes, the fish, the cockroach sign, and then there's Seth Rogen as the blob. He was also Donkey Kong in the Mario movie. Hey, speaking of Mario movie. Speaking of Mario movie, who up? Who up excited for Mario Galaxy movie? Wait, where's the snake head? Is she covering the snake head? Oh, it's right here. Okay, okay. I was like, where's the snake head? Blue protocol is not available in your region? What the heck is a blue protocol? What the flip? This card is gonna be kind of boring. I don't know. I'll just do this. I'll just do this, bro. Let's finish it up. There we go. I made a card. Ow! My freaking ears! I can look it up now. Blue protocol. Star resonance. I see. I'm looking at it. I'm looking. An MMO RPG. Action RPG. Interesting. It looks cool. It looks like it gives me Grand Blue Fantasy vibes. But it's an action RPG. Interesting. I hope it's not like Genshin. No offense to Genshin lovers. No offense. It's just I've seen so many Genshin-like games already. It got canceled and they changed it to Star Resonance. Interesting. Genshin before Genshin. Huh. The bone marrow of the behemoth sears thought. A love too intense on the verge of turning into hatred. The right amount of poison can lead to balance and strength. The golden shovel is a symbol of determination. Alright. The wedding rings. That's cool. Still no familiars at your window. What shall we do meanwhile? I don't know. Just wait. It's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I've accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it has a lot of weight. It had a lot of weight in keeping me sane during exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction, but the universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But as you go ahead and do some reading, I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. Oh, so we can just hop to bed, or we could create another card, right? If I like Danmachi, I don't even know what the flip that is. Alright. Last thing I'll look up. Dan, what the? I'm looking up Danmachi and I see, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? There's no way that's a like, what? Oh, I'm sure Danmachi is like a shortened version of it, right? Because that's insane. That translation is crazy. Anyway, interesting. Okay, bedtime. What to do? I can study, I could sleep, I could read fanfic. Wait, let's read our fanfic. I'll pick an interactive tale at random for my collection. The Secret Cat by Jordi DePaco. There's always been a legend among butchers on the island of Terra Nova about a secret cut hidden inside cows with crimson fur. Cows with crimson fur are already a rarity, but finding the piece of meat is even rarer, and requires a high level of skill to extract it undamaged. As the myth goes, whoever eats this delicacy will be blessed with unwavering health and good fortune. Not once in your 47 years as a butcher of your 70 years as a butcher, have you ever come across a crimson cow? Until now. A farmer friend of yours brought it before dawn. A very young calf, just a few weeks old. He doesn't want to have anything to do with crimson cows since he believes they bring bad fortune. You're not sure if he's unaware of the legend or if he really has had bad experiences with them. In any case, there she is. Her fur bright as a bonfire, even in the dim light of your workshop. We're gonna have to spare the cow. Or butcher the cow. Let's spare it, bro. Until she gets older. For the life of you, this animal's too unique to be turned into meat. You spare her life and adopt her as your life companion. You name her Rhapsody. She brings you health and happiness by means of company, not sustenance. She's gentle, loving, and patient. She listens to all your tales and reacts with a moo in just the right places. 4 years go by. Rhapsody grows big and soft. You prepare a bucket of her favorite herbs to celebrate her 4th birthday. As you're singing happy birthday to her, an expensive black car drives slowly into your yard. The chauffeur gets out and opens the door to an old woman ablaze with a fancy red coat. Uh-oh. You know that red coat is a red cow. She joins the scene with a smile. Good day to you, dear butcher, she says upon finishing the song. Rhapsody dives in her birthday treat. I'm happy to find this fine specimen in good health. I'd like to purchase your cow. The chauffeur opens a briefcase in front of you. $1 million if you can get the secret cut out of her for me. $1 million. No, I'm too attached. I just met this cow and I'm already super attached to it. Rhapsody, and she moves at just the right time, and I can talk to her, and she has her favorite herbs, and I celebrate her birthday. Daga, kotowaru. You refuse. Rhapsody is just too precious. The woman twists her nose. I'm willing to go up to $5 million if you get the legendary beat from me. Please. Daga, kotowaru. Refuse again. No. Rhapsody is not for sale. The woman senses your unbreakable determination and decides to give up. They pack up graciously and leave forever. You live until you're 100 years old, not finding yourself bedridden a single time. You and Rhapsody die together, peacefully cuddled in her stable. You tell her goodbye, and she moves just at the right time. Whoa, that was so good. Whoa, I want to read another. I want story time. I want to read another. That was so good. I love short stories like that. I used to actually read creepypastas back in the day. Because they were actually like decently well written. The website wasn't like filled with tumors and, you know, terrible ads. Like, it was actually readable. There was like a whole community. After each short story, there'd be like a comment section, or there'd be at least stars, and then you could rate the creepypasta, and they were fun. I think like last year I tried to read a creepypasta, but the website was so miserable, and I don't know, the same vibe, it was not there when I was like, I don't know, like 13 or whatever. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of it. That's so good. I like this. Okay, we'll read one more story, and then we'll go to sleep. Tickles by Emma Rios. Back and forth this wooden husk I take my naps in, wandering adrift in an endless merciless sea. There's even pictures. Swayed by fate, we both aspired to meet a destination. For that we survived storms, dodged leviathans, ignored decline, hunger, and thirst. Inspiration burnt our souls, making us survive by and for desire. But the infinite happiness of meeting a goal doesn't last long. Now, here I lays, longing for a reawakening. I think the messenger's back, but maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me again. This little friend is a dissonant note in an everyday routine of doing nothing, barely feeling and being bored to death. Once, it even tickled. In truth, it's been days since I could move my limbs, since I started feeling so exhausted. I can but lie under the sun, in wait for a less blinding starry night, stirred by somehow noticing another living being close. The little bird lights me up inside. What, so we're like a skeleton? Is that us? I gave this friend the title of Hopebringer, in anticipation of a well-earned rest shorewards on more quiet grounds. The wet valley tricked me into believing I'm a mariner, one that has seen better days. However, any recollection of my past keeps fading fast. I'm lucky I can still listen. The sea teaches you to let things flow. The tide goes up and down, but every drop has to go ashore at some point to kiss the dry land. My boat did it recently, so says the new whispers of the waves, and the storm and the wood finally creaking and stumbling upon a sandbank. A kiss is a bit too passionate for my taste. I wonder if I've ever kissed someone. I like kissing gently. Haha, look at all this drama. My whole self still tries to spur their memories. I'm adrift, but happy to have missed the whole intensity of the wreckage. The numbness in my limbs keeps the pain at bay, but they can still tickle. Isn't touch nice? Feeling another fellow, even scarcely, like those little claws grazing softly all over me. If only I could touch its feathers to return such a beautiful gift. If only a friend could still be within my grasp. Please tell me, little bird, should I endure, or should I get up? I'm graced. There are many things I still yearn for. To feel alive, I only need to let out of the tissues and tendons that bind me, unstick myself from these bones. Look at me, little bird. I cheat the law of gravity. Hush, Hush, little turnstone bird. Isn't there enough fish in the sea that you needn't eat from a corpse? Oh my god, that's a woman talking. Look at all this mess. She doesn't seem to notice me. Should I start a conversation? It would be very rude otherwise. Excuse me, miss. My voice crawls out of my throat, as broken as the rest of what's left of me. These deadened senses don't allow me to properly introduce myself, but why do I suddenly sound so eerie? Ah, a talking ghost! Oh no, I made the poor woman jump in fright. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Well, is she trying to hit me with a stick? But please put your cane away. Be careful who you startle to death, Spooky. What a witch I am. Since when can a simple shadow catch me off guard? Listen, ghost, I put a hex on your crone's heart. If it jumps out of this chest, our arteries will have your sobs strangled in eternal pain. She keeps waving that staff. She truly seems to kill me. Please, stop. Don't hurt me, I beg you. We are troubled, you know, old hags. Why is this person threatening me? What did I do to her? I mean you no harm, I swear. Who terrifies me now, ghost? Not this old crow. It's been a while since my last exorcism, but at least I haven't lost my touch. I was merciless when I was young, feared on both sides of existence, not for power, not for greed, not by choice. The world and the underworld both hate magic. Nonetheless, I cared and committed to educate losers who wouldn't let me live my life on my own terms. Far and wide, ignorance makes one ignorant, arrogant, daring, cruel, a goddamn cretin. I was enduring, then I became hell. What reason was there to let my bitter fear erase who I am? Call me a hoodlum. I made them all. Please, I need help. I don't know what's happening to me. What do I speak this weirdly? Wait, don't tell me. You called me a ghost. Am I truly? Oh gods, oh gods. Indeed, it looks way too shaken for a creature from the afterlife. The poor fellow may have just died. It doesn't happen very often, but the phantom amnesia can turn the coldest assassin into a pure, gentle mind. Unaware of any harm they may have done, of any pain they may have suffered, of any mistake, to feel remorse over. Ghost, become too sensitive for this world. Hey, don't cry. Please, don't cry. I was a bit of a bully. I got scared and I overreacted. You're so translucent, I could barely see you. Not all of us are the considerate type. Old people don't give a spit. We forget to be nice. There's something more pathetic than a necromancer losing her spit. Ahem. A necromancer feeling embarrassed. For that, I'm sorry. No, my fault. I can't see very well either. Everything feels so confusing. If I offer you, I offended you, I apologize. Far be it from me to hurt anyone. A skiff with a rotten passenger that happens to be well-mannered and gentle. It's all cool, don't worry. Unbinding this poor soul is going to be more difficult than I thought. You're kind. My kind, she says. See the world just like we see you, blurrily. That's why you often get lost. I must have levitated over the corpse. Do I reek? I'm sure I do. I can't even spell the C. This is embarrassing. It's normal for the departed to feel numbed. Fate always takes its toll on our senses, little ghost. Look at me, 1 foot in the grave, and yet my brain furiously believes it's still in its 20s. How can I compare myself? This poor soul is dead. Stinky, rotten, beyond repair. Trying to grasp a glimpse of existence for a reason to finish something, to claim our desire, perhaps to still be worthy of being loved. Actually, I remember. Ow, old I was when... Age is irrelevant, Spooky. There's only one way to die a peaceful death, and that is to choose it yourself. For the rest of us, there's always something. A dream, a promise, something to make amends for. Witches or ghosts, we are all graced. Whether it's for little pleasures or trials to overcome, the living and the dead treasure every second of consciousness. How could you not be a form of life? I'm but a fool, an old hag trying to cheer up a spectre by getting depressed herself. Would you mind if I smoke? Oh no, not at all. I couldn't stop thinking about my body smelling. Aren't you an anxious one? What a dumb thing to worry about. She's so kind, pretty cool too, smoking fancily right beside me. Like the heroine of a story. I could blush. Tell me something about you, little ghost. Your voice comes along with a strange echo that tickles in my ears and reverberates a somewhat sweet melancholy. It feels akin to my own sadness. Wow, now I'm blushing. Oh, thanks. Wait, why, it's a compliment. I thought my voice sounded truly awkward. I think it's beautiful. Even if she's trying to be kind, I feel so relieved. How long has it been since someone was kind to me? A sadness akin, a final memory to treasure. There's not much I can tell. I've been conscious all this time, but also forgetful. I made it here thanks to the little friend, but now that I have acknowledged myself, I feel I have lost my bird forever. Damn, I am such a stupid woman. I sent your bird away because eating from you. I'm sorry. No problem, my flesh's not very healthy. Was that supposed to make me feel better, Spooky? Can I ask you something? Sure, whatever you want. Are you here to vanish me? Oof. The first rule of the job was never sympathize with ghosts. Don't worry, I'm in not a position to rebel. I'm stranded in the Dead Sea, which is impossible to sink. It's also terrifying to put a foot forward. Wasn't that poetic? I have a soft spot for poets. I'm a sea witch. It's my job to take care of the ones like you. I must pull out the ribs protecting your heart to make a broth in seawater. I must bless the branch of a willow to whack your boat with. I must bury you under the sea. Bury you under the trees so its roots tie your spirits forever. I understand. I can only be a burden for those I would be sharing this feigning death with. No, you understand nothing, Spooky. I'm discarding myself. Forsaken by people I loved who willingly traded me for the busy lives and for feeling invulnerable. I have at least 5 years left. I'm in a position to rebel. If I had breath, she'd have taken it away. I wish ghosts couldn't cry. I feel so embarrassed. Hey, again, there's no need to be this dramatic. I didn't want to. I'm graced. I'm sorry, I didn't want to be sad. She offers me her hand. But I'm still stuck in an abyss of blurry lines and fading spots. Your face is but a painful silhouette I wish I could recognize. And I can't stop trembling. Fair enough. I meant to be altruistic, but I was doing it for myself, to ease my own compassion. Don't worry, dear. To live is to have a choice. I am a dead end. Can I truly choose to cease to exist? Her hand feels so warm. You are alive to me. I can totally walk peacefully to oblivion. Wow. So a sea witch found a lost soul at sea and gave it peace. That's cool. The prose is a little high level for me. So, but how artfully done. All right. I think 2 stories is good. Let's go to sleep. We had our bedtime stories. I think I'll just rest for a bit. Hopefully we'll have another visitor. You dreamed about you were performing a dance in front of 100 jade statues. You dance and sweat for 3 days full. You fail the final step and the statues crumble and you're engulfed in black flames. You enjoy it. Interesting. Oh, so that's cool. I didn't know that our cards also reflect in our dreams. That's a lot of attention to detail. And yet when I wanted to make the pizza half and half for both my friends to enjoy, they didn't accept that. And I made none of them happy. Which is insane. They should have been able to split it. Whatever. Whoa, wait. Wait, are these 2 different companions? New people? Wish Fortuna. My friend Jasmine is always talking about you and she just told me you're allowed visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory arts could help me regarding a thing with a personal project. And I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Luis. Alright. It's a little jumping spider. This person's companion. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Hang on. Let me... Since I think they'll be talking over here, let me move myself over. She's got 4 arms like a spider. And look, she's got even like a little spider thing with yarn. And even her hat. That's cool. Ah. Welcome. Welcome. Hi. What's your name? Whoa, it's loud. The music is loud. Wait, let me crank this down a little. What the flip? Okay. You gonna introduce her to me? Okay. Okay. There, how about that? Wait, so it looks like this is weird. Fortuna, your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. Your name is Luis, right? No need to be so nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here. I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. Oh yeah? What have you heard? All good things. Don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much. You know that? I miss her a lot too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself? Okay. Sorry. My name is Luis and... I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be alright? Okay, that's good. Thank you. Let's see. What's your specialty? Oh, right. I'm a pith weaver. That sounds cool. What does it mean? And telechy? I can harvest mortals in telechy. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. A single mortal barely produces enough thread. But if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole cloths and capes. Wow, that's hard to picture, but sounds fun. And These clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine? That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, the yarn extracted from a band of artists could make a lovely scarf that stimulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometimes for you. What kind of entelechy would fancy you most? From moms and their children? From soldiers and warriors? From astronauts. That sounds so cool. I want entelechy from astronauts. From astronauts. Wow, no one's ever asked me to harvest from them. Now I'm excited what's come from this. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present from having me. Thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? You make it sound like there's an interrogation. No, sorry, I'm having a good time. But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure, let's see. Oh yeah, she came here for help, right? Why did you come to see me? Ah, yes. Better get to business. Oh, mate. I should have checked the other ones. I'm here precisely because of my Pithweaver skills. As I explained, the entelechy for mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whatever kind of energy fits your purpose. But of course, there's a shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you can add less serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Quite an example. Not that I've tried this more than once. I usually prefer all natural, chaos-bred entelechy. The thing is, Adana saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started back when Earthlings began their conquest for space. The colonies of Mars were proliferating at a supernatural speed. Conflict spread through every bordering nation on Earth and on any planet mankind set foot on. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed out otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning threads from it. Also, hello, I didn't say hello, the devil's work. Hello, welcome. And as it happens, the substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. What? Really? How so? Earth's entelechy was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I use that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. You can also Okay, so Louise, I mean, she's like softly spoken and everything, but she can do some crazy stuff. What the heck? That's scary, draining behemoths and stuff of their magic. And why is Adana so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warn her that behemoths will threaten the Coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Adana is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. And what do you need to make this happen exactly? Adana discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering art that engulfs the planet try to fight back. As if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's entelechy once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened. So she wants us to incite war so that she can harness the war energy to make weapons. That's insane. So what are you? Adana tasked me with provoking World War III. That's terrible. Dude, we are not gonna start World War frickin' 3. This time it's intergalactic. That's terrible. We can't allow this. Exactly. But I don't want to anger Adana. There's already been talk of expelling me from the coven should I fail to deliver. Isn't there a way out of this? This is totally unfair. Adana is pushing it too far. Let's take a look at what the cards have to say. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page here. I'm glad we're both like, dude, we don't want World War III, bro. I need you to tell me exactly what you want to ask the deck. First, and the most important thing, what should I do with Earth? That's if I should do anything at all with it. Understood. Then, this is a bit embarrassing, but I happen to be in love with a mortal. That's totally cool. The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. Okay, my king, here's your chance. Here's your chance. He's a smuggler at one of Earth's remaining colonies. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart and I wish I could save him. But I'm afraid to show him my true nature. I'm sure he's noticed there's something special about me, but still. So there's another question. What should I do about my mortal lover? My advice is not to get attached to mortals. They wither too fast. She says as we are soon to become mortal. But sure, let's check what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. I'd also like to know how to handle Adana. Handle her? I'm sure she's going to be really upset when she finds out I want to quit. I don't want to be expelled or exiled. Is there any way to escape her wrath? I wish I knew. That's going to be a hard one, but this is a new deck. Maybe it'll find a solution. I'm shuffling the cards now. Keep your questions and your thoughts. Wow. Okay, the birth of iron. Guardian, ego, happiness, indifference, and stagnation. Let's put this with the love interest. Holy kidnap him and make him live in your domain? Reveal your true nature to him. He'll understand and love you even more. He doesn't love you. He's just taking advantage of you because you provide for him. What the frick? No way. We gotta choose. Reveal your true nature to him. He'll understand and love you even more. I want her to have a happy ending. I can't. These options are crazy. Okay. Reveal your true nature to him. He'll understand and love you even more. What? Really? So says the cards, and I've never seen them err. By the cosmos, this is incredible news. But how should I go about it? Tell him over a romantic dinner? Should I surprise him with a colorful spell? In bed? Whatever lets you enjoy the moment the most. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Okay, the other news, I don't know if we can give. The wedding rings. Okay, let's look at these words here. Deception, the unknown. Determination, rightfulness. Rejection, bad omen, and happiness. Let's do this for Adana. Feed her some lies and she'll give up and focus elsewhere. Stand up, rebellion will bring... If you don't show even a bit of courage, she will punish you. Do what you can no matter how long it takes. This is so ominous. Don't worry, something will happen very soon that'll stop Adana from being your problem. That is so ominous. That sounds... I want to do this. And we get a little bit of everything, you know? A sampler platter from Chili's. The triple dipper. Oh man, I want to eat a bunch of appetizers now. That's worth like 4,000 calories. Don't worry, something will happen very soon that'll stop Adana from being your problem. What? Really? The cards are spoken. I can't tell what's in store, but you don't need to do anything else. I'm actually excited about this. I hope it means good news for me too. Oh my, I hope that's true. Adana's become a nuisance for many of us. This could be great news for everyone. I hope. Let's pray to the stars. And now we have Earth, nature's murmur, guide, discovery, justice, predestination, and luck. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order. Generate small conflicts instead of a total war. Take a large group of mortals to a magic domain and farm their energy there. Let's do this. Let's find other ways to disrupt reality. We already established that I won't have to comply with Adana's demand. So why read about exploiting planet Earth? Well, we already asked the question. We might as well check what the deck has to say. Maybe you'll need to harvest a specific entelechy in the future. Knowledge is an asset. Okay. Ahem. Here's my reading. You need to find other ways to disrupt reality. War isn't the only way to mess with the established order. Oh, I've never looked at it that way. But that's easier said than done. Do you want me to draw an extra card to look for ideas? Wow, can your deck do that? Of course, we can explore any concept we want. Card reading isn't just for divination. In fact, I feel the cards work at their best when you use them for reflection. How cool. Dang, she's getting 4 and of course we get Emancipation. The Wolf Mama. Okay, small detail. I like that when you hover over these spots, the border moves around. I think that's cool. Add an inhabitable moon to the Earth, right with resources, and give mortals an easy way to reach it. Enchant a book to become extremely popular among Earthlings, and make them want to change their way. Grant special magic ability to some mortals and turn them into saints, able to cast miracles on people. Interesting. Do we want to give them resources? A book to become extremely popular among Earthlings and make them want to change their ways. Yeah, that sounds cool. Air, context. Alright, yeah, let's do that. She can be a popular artist, author on Earth. Enchant a book to become extremely popular among Earthlings and make them want to change their ways. Whoa, that is wild. Earth's fate is going to have a hard time trying to fix that. The reality-altering entelechy is going to overflow from the planet. I love it. If you're going to solve things as a wish, you should own it, Luis. This universe is big, but thought can be even bigger. My mentor always said that there are endless solutions to a problem, and it is us witches more than anyone who should entertain as many as possible. That is a valuable lesson indeed. I'll treasure it. Thank you for mentoring for me. And thank you for your wonderful deck for a solution. Our pleasure. Phew, that was an intense session. I've had my fortune read before, but it's never felt like this. You sure are something else, Fortuna. I'm just happy to help. I'll let you know how everything plays out. That's if you're okay with me visiting again, of course. You're always welcome in my house, Louise. Any friend of Jasmine's a friend of mine. Likewise. Well, I'm a bit drained after so much divination. See you soon. See ya. Wait, could we just nap? Could we just go to sleep? Nah, we have a visitor. We ought to see. And this is... Why does this bird have, like... hair? What is this? A little sparrow? Hello, Fortuna. My name is Greth. I'm a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told you about my situation. I need the maximum discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person if you're willing to have me. Greth. Okay, let me think. Greth? Yeah, she is the architect, and then she made a deal with the behemoth? Oh man, she's riding in on a skull. Oh, hello, Miranda. Hello. Good to see you again. Whoa. Okay, not only did she make a deal with a behemoth, she is now part behemoth. Welcome, Greth. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia filled me in briefly on your situation. Not that it isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Ah, yeah, it looks bad. Let me say it out loud anyways. For the sake of therapy, I've got a behemoth fused with me. How does it feel? Well, never thought I'd get that question. The few you know assumed it's just effed up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel that bad, actually. I mean, aesthetically, it's terrible. But it doesn't hurt, and I can sort of communicate with the behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering in any case. But it isn't worth it. Firstly, because summoning a behemoth could well get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Looks like an important loss, yeah. So, do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my deck will find it. But I need to know about you first. Mind if I ask some questions? Of course. Ask away. Yeah, why summon a behemoth? This isn't an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the behemoth, that part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of a quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. I tried every method I know, and when I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question, or a question that hasn't been answered yet, if I want to put it optimistically. The meaning of life. I just feel silly just saying it out loud. Why? Everyone thinks about it now and then. We don't want to be dismissive, you feel me? Why? Everyone thinks about it every now and then. Yeah, and I'm, like, obsessed with it. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this such a simulation? Does the universe actually exist, or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we have a purpose? Okay, I get you. Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't everyone else obsessed with these same questions? Greth? I'm sorry. I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I've built countless thought shrines, looking for answers. And as I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century. That's why I summoned Behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch for pluck's sake. If not for us, who is supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect? You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They're also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you on your quest. Really? Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find channeling the power of your shrines through my deck? That makes my heart race. Yes, please, let's dissect the cosmos together. What's your predicament then? I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners? Partners. Partners. How exciting. Everyone always dismisses my project as futile. Thank you very much, Fortuna. Now, another question. Ooh, let's see. Tell me about being a witch architect. I mean, we pretty much got the gist of what she's about. She builds temples out of powerful materials that's used for meditation. What do you do in your free time? I don't know, philosophy probably? I don't know. Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? It's not an interrogation, it's just an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna, all witches are interesting. And you're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you too. I'm dying to know more. To be honest, I feel awestruck just by the way you look at me. I can tell you aren't cut from the same cloth as the rest of us. You are special. Oh, we're special. Okay. Hey, I actually don't know what the romance looks like in this game. I don't even know if there is romance. I do remember though, when we were doing the fire sign, there was an option where your lover, you'd have to sacrifice them. It was like your coven would die, your lover would die, or you lose your immortality. So like you would die. And so I don't know how that's going to work. Like, is there a dating system in this game? I don't know. Oh, what about the demon guy that wanted you? The demon guy in our thumbnail? Abramar. I think he's still here. He's listening to everything. He's just invisible while we have visitors. Because, like Grathstad here, summoning a behemoth is like giga taboo. And we'd probably get like executed or whatever if they found out we did it during exile by Adana. But from what I hear, Adana is like kind of terrible. But we haven't actually met her. We've only heard about her. Thanks. What do you want to know anyways? What is it that drives you? Freedom. But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? Curiosity. Achievements. Me personally? Curiosity. You know what? I think curiosity, because yesterday oh man, I woke up at like 8 because for some reason that's when they, you know, I get off work at like 12, and then I didn't get to sleep until like 2 because I was working on something for the channel. I don't remember what it was at the moment, but then I had to wake up at 8 because these people were replacing windows for my apartment, and it was so loud. I was like, okay, I'll just leave. And so I went while they were working on stuff, and you know, I couldn't draw or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'll go to Trader Joe's. I said to myself, and then I hopped in my car and I drove there, and it's like 30 minutes away because like I was like, okay, I've got time to kill. They'll open by the time I get there. And yeah, I had a great time at Trader Joe's. I picked out some fun stuff. I got like a bag of chips, rosemary chips. That sounds good. And I noticed that I think the aftertaste of rosemary tastes like the aftertaste of root beer. And I liked it. And then near the Trader Joe's, there's like a an outdoor mall. I have never been there before, but I was like, I might as well just like grab something quick to eat, you know, for fun while I'm in the area, because I haven't had a chance to really explore the area here since I moved. So yeah, I went to like this outdoor mall, and there was no one there. Well, duh. Like noon on a Tuesday, you know, who goes to the mall, right? Everyone's at work or whatever. And I was walking around, and it was actually pretty nice. But I witnessed a crime when I was there. I witnessed a crime. There was an old lady, and she was walking her giant golden retriever. And I nodded to her to show that I was not a threat, because I don't know, I don't know. I kind of like and gave her a nod, like, I'm harmless. Don't be wary of me, as I was walking by, because we were the only ones there. And then as I was walking a little bit further down, near, like, just missing the bushes, on like the stone wall, no, the stone ground, I saw this humongous, like, turd. I saw this huge turd. And then I put two and two together. And this old lady let her dog dookie on the floor in this mall. And she did not pick it up. I know, it's crazy. And I was like, what? And there's like a station here, there's like a dog station, you know, with the bags and everything, just right there. So she couldn't take like the 10 steps that way. That's why she was eyeing me funny, because I was trying to, you know, I looked at her and I nodded to give her the, I'm chill, I'm just here. And then she looked at me funny. And it's not because she felt, you know, and it's because she felt threatened, because she would know that I'm gonna walk near the dookie pile she left behind. So yeah, I know, I should have done something about it. But no, yeah, it was big. But other than that, it was nice. It was nice to walk around. I just can't believe that this old white woman, you know, couldn't take the time to pick up after her doggy. Near your apartment, they leave? That's crazy. No, isn't that like, no, shouldn't there be like stations around with like little dookie bags or whatever, so dog owners can grab it? Maybe even targeted? That's insane. They are like, okay, come on boy, right here, I need you to do it right here. Oh yeah, that's it. I think that's a part of having a dog, is picking up after them. You know what I mean? Okay, perks of having a dog: they're awesome to have around, companions. And I think what I've noticed is that when you have a dog around, people are much more friendly towards you. They'll just start gravitating towards you in public. Like, you know, if you go to a park, people be like, oh, that's such a nice dog. And they'll start petting and everything. Downside, you know, you have to pick up after them. Their boo-boo and stuff. And also, you know, you have to kind of keep an eye on them at all times. And, you know, of course, take care of them. But yeah, if y'all have dogs, you gotta pick up after them. That's like, I feel like that shouldn't have to be explicitly stated. That's like a given. Par for the course. Anyways, all that to say is what drives me: curiosity. Sorry, a little tangent. Anyways. That's why, you know, that sort of reminds me that Like, I would hate to be a custodian in a high traffic area. Because cleaning those bathrooms must be so horrible. It's like, I barely want to use public bathrooms, let alone clean one. And they are not getting paid enough to suffer through that. I'm just saying. I watched this documentary. Hang on. Hold on. Sorry, Greth. Hang on. I watched this documentary about a mall called Jasper Mall. It's a real mall in Alabama, and it was about how it was kind of suffering. People were coming, they were going, and in general, malls are dying out. So that's what it was like talking about, and it's such a good documentary. I 1,000,000,000% recommend it. And the dude who runs the place was talking about how, yeah, just the other week I had to clean up a turd off the floor of a mall bathroom. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, you should not be doing that. You should not need to do that. It's insane. I don't know, man. I don't know. People are just so weird. Alright, what's going on? Dude, I went to Scotland and I needed to go to the bathroom, and my roommate accompanied me to a TJ Maxx. Okay, one, I didn't know that Scotland had TJ Maxxes. I thought that was an American thing. How US centric of me. A dookie smeared on the toilet? Wait, my heart just sank. I got scared. That sounds so terrible. And I still went, because if not, I would have dookied myself. Oh god, I need to get out of here. That's so gross. I need to end stream. That's so nasty. I need to end stream. No, I don't. That's so crazy. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my god. No, you're good. You're good. That's insane. That's insane. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. While we're on the topic, I got it. Okay, I have my own story about almost crapping my pants. Okay, legit. I was at I was at a thing where basically I only ate vegan food for like a week. You know, I won't go into the details, but basically I only ate vegan food, and I had my braces. I had just got my braces on, and so I wasn't able to eat anything. Like, I wasn't, like, not even watermelon, because my braces hurt so much. You know, the first time you put them on, they're adjusting. And so I'd be eating mushrooms and like soup. That's all I would eat the whole time. And I was so miserable. And so my body had sort of acclimated to just eating that. And then towards the end of the week, I was able to eat solid foods again. And by the time I left, I was okay. And I had In-N-Out right after. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna treat myself to some In-N-Out, because where I'm from, there's not In-N-Out. So we're like, before I go back home, let's get In-N-Out. And then on the drive back, I had to doo-doo so bad. Like, I was fighting so hard. It was so bad that, like, we had to stop pretty much in the middle of the road because we saw a porta potty. If y'all know what a porta potty is, it's a portable toilet. Like, it was like for construction workers or whatever. And then I had to go to the porta potty that was just out in the, you know, stop the car, and then, or I would have dookied my pants, and it would have been terrible. I know. You were sweating so much because you couldn't hold it. That is tough. Yeah, I hate stomach problems, man. They're the worst thing. It like saps you of all your energy. Golly. And yet I'm so prone to stomach problems. Like if I go to like an Italian restaurant and the Alfredo is like too rich or there's too much cheese, it's like, oh, it's over for me. It's over for me. Like I'll start feeling ill because of it. I think, you know, I didn't used to be lactose intolerant, but I think I am kind of now. Like slightly lactose. I don't know. It's been a while since I just drank milk or whatever. Like I can eat ice cream okay, my stomach doesn't hurt, but like I haven't drank a glass of milk or whatever in so long. In fact, I drink oat milk now. It's not like a cause of lactose thing. It's like I'm trying to be, I don't know, healthier, you know, less fats and junk. Whatever, it don't matter. But yeah, I drink oat milk now. Oatly oat milk. That's my brand. That's my brand. At that point, just do it in the forest. Oh, no way. I don't know. Then you'd have to like squat and stuff. That's too much work. That's too much. I would not survive in the wilderness, bro. Is oat milk healthier, or are you worried about the cholesterol? I don't know if oat milk is healthier. I know there's just like less fat and less calories per thing. I have oat milk with cereal. That's pretty much, I don't drink it by itself. And it's like, it's a little filling. It's got calories and stuff. But, you know, it's like, isn't it calories from carbs? Because it's from oat? It's nice. It's nice. It's pleasant. But the thing is, it took me a while to find like a good oat milk. Some of them, they try to replicate thick milk. And I think it was like Oat Planet. There's a brand that it was almost chewy. It was so thick you could almost chew it. And that was so nasty. And I don't know what they were trying to replicate, but that is not what I want with my oat milk. I know, and it wasn't bad or anything. Like, it wasn't expired, what I mean. It was bad, but it was not expired. I know. Oat milk with cereal? Yes, sir. You should, it's good, Oat milk with cereal. And it's like you double carb up. Or, yeah. Yeah. But I don't drink it too much. I think like maybe a couple times a week. Thick oat milk doesn't sound bad. I don't know. It was not what I was looking for. Maybe it was more that oat milk was for doing matcha lattes and other drinks instead of being consumed with cereal. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Anyways. By the way, real quick, I was just looking at Steam And there's the autumn sale right now. And I'm pretty excited. There are some games on here that I want to get. I didn't even know that there was an autumn sale, honestly. You think of like the winter sale. You think of the summer sale. It makes sense that there's going to be a spring and autumn. But I just didn't think that. Honestly, I have got so many games here that I need to play though. And finish. I need to finish games. Oh my god. Okay, I keep on getting on too many sidetracks. Let's try to get back. Let's try to get back in this. I'm never gonna finish this game at this rate. Interesting. I feel you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. It's alright. Bring it on. Thank you for indulging me. I am truly enjoying this, though. Glad you're having a good time. My turn now? And by the way, okay, wait, actually, sorry, another side story. I'm trying to make an effort to just do stuff by myself because I remember a lot of my college and high school, it was like I realized I never did stuff by myself. Like when I go to places or like go eat, it's always with like someone else. Otherwise, you know, I would just eat at home or whatever. But I'm starting to, you know, I'm starting to go to the movies by myself. I'm starting to just go to places like the mall, you know, recreation. And it's nice. It's nice. Going to the movies by yourself, it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. It's good. It's good. It feels a little weird at first, especially like going to like a sit-down restaurant by yourself. At first, it's so awkward. I get kind of anxious about that sort of stuff. And so when I'm in like, oh gosh, am I being like a weirdo? I'm at this like kind of nice place by myself. But I'm like, no, people do that all the time, I think. So it's fine. It's all good. And I've always got my phone, my crutch. You know, I know it's bad to rely on my phone and stuff, but I can always just like, you know, look at it and stuff while I'm waiting for food or look around. Yeah, because honestly, people don't care. People don't care. They aren't looking at you. So I tell myself that, and I'm like, okay, yeah. All right, settle down, bucko. You can see why it's 2 hours more than the 2-year-old save. Ah, yeah, so true. Yeah. Well, there's a lot more. I don't know. Do you know what I want? My next stream, Friday, that I'm going to be doing my dailies. I think today I'm going to try to figure out if I can't stream my Arc Nights and stuff. But basically, it's just going to be us talking. It's just going to be a talk stream, basically. And what happens on the screen isn't really going to matter at all. Unless I do polls. In which case, it matters. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get through this game. It'd be chill. And, yeah. I used to play a lot of visual novels and stuff. So I wanted to do something a little visual novel-y. But, Friday is just going to be a chat. Yeah. You know. I don't know what I'm going to draw for the thumbnail, though. So if you've gotten any ideas, I'm open for thumbnails. And if not, I'll probably just default to the flan, and I'll put the logos of the game I'll be playing. So it'll be Cookie Run, Hopefully, if I get it working, we can do Arknights. Maybe we do a little Nikkei. There's a mini game out right now that's really fun that I'm enjoying. And, well, Frick, I think that's about it. But, you know, cookie run dailies take a while. There's a lot you can do. And there's a big new update, so that might take a while. There's an event on Nikkei right now that's a collab with what is it? Resident Evil. And Arknights, I don't know what's happening on Arknights. Honestly, I'll just eat up my energy and just call it a day. Do the auto deploy on Arknights? Probably. I'll probably do the auto deploy. Yeah, just, I don't know, farm for more materials that my dudes need to ascend or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Calcit? I don't know who that is. Arknights Calcit. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Interesting. I might draw Calcit as a cookie from Cookie Run. Who knows? Ask away. What are your thoughts on a Donna? Oh, time to talk about the boss. I guess neither of us had a lot of sympathy for her, right? I'm not super happy having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation, no. And you? I summoned a behemoth. I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She always lets me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll have me executed if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or Adana. Whoa, heavy words. What? I'm not keen on being erased. At least not before I finish my quest for knowledge. I understand? And you're not the only one who's fed up with our leader's policies. Adana's full of herself, and she thinks she can handle this many discontent with. Look, I understand we need some rules to assure the stability of the Coven, but I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch should ever be sentenced to death or exile. This linking verb here. What, is this a linking verb? Oh man, I'm so rusty when it comes to grammar. Under no circumstances, okay, prepositional phrase, should a witch, I think there's a linking verb, should a witch ever be sentenced. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll move on. That's embarrassing. A part of me just... Anyways. If someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not an army. I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. I hear you. So Fortuna, tell me, what are your thoughts on relationships? You asking me if I'm single? No, silly. But are you? Yes. Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Some people can't live without them, some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on them. What are your thoughts on relationships? Oh, relationships. On romantic relationships? Oh, gosh. Relationships, huh? Are they cool but overrated? Here's the thing. You know, what I've learned about streaming is that when I'm on here, I tend to just say what's on my mind. Sometimes I have to, like, censor, you know, some stuff like on the screen. I can't just say it, but other than that, I just say whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Honestly, what do I think about relationships? I think personally, I've got I don't know how people have them. That's like a time, that's a commitment to like another person. I'm pretty sure she's talking about romantic relationships. I don't know how people have time for romance like that, because having my hobbies and then work just eats up like all of my time. It truly does. And then like, of course, I need to do like groceries and chores and everything. So I have no idea how people do all of that and have like, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or like a wife and kids and stuff. I'm like, holy cow. And, don't you want alone time? Or to like just mess around and not do anything? Holy cow. I don't know how. Flan is the ace king.
Yeah, you're not gonna see any romantic relationship with this dessert.
The only relationships I engage in is parasocial. Patience. Yeah, I don't think I'd be a very good boyfriend, because all my time is going to be spent doing this. Which is like, that's not conducive of a very good relationship when I'm just trying to do my thing the whole time. Just saying. I thought about it. I'm being realistic. And I like doing this so much. Anyways. It's so much fun. And I mean, work is work, right? You gotta do it. But yeah, I don't know. How about this? Desirable and enjoyable. Let's do this. Although it's rare that someone catches my eye. Okay, your turn again. Ask away. Wait, I thought we already asked her what she did in her free time. What do you like to do? I spend most of my time on my projects. Wait, I kinda sympathize with that. I'm an empath. But on the rare occasion when I'm burnt out, I like to read. I read essays and arcane texts. That is so productive of you. Mostly philosophy, so I guess I don't ever really rest. Well, I do enjoy taking extremely long baths. Even then, I can't stop thinking. I'm cursed by my never-ending quest for illumination. Have you met Jasmine? I haven't, though Dahlia's spoken about her often. Why? She may have something to help get your mind off things. Jasmine, she's the plant one. So, yeah. Oh, she's gonna recommend that Greth gets that good gongja. Okay. That'll put your mind at rest. Oh, or tea. Oh, yeah, you're right. Of course. She's helped me through many difficult times. Cool. Which drugs? Hey, that's what I was getting at. Wait, I actually kind of vibe with Greth. More or less. Holy welcome, tea coffee. Welcome. But without the backdraws of the substance produced by mortals. I'll try anything. Hook me up. I'll let her know. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spurt out of the blue. What's more important, yourself or the community, yourself or the universe? and I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be? The individual or the group? Ooh, wait, hold on. I was not expecting a personality quiz. What the flip? The individual or the group, huh? Should I look out for the group or myself? That's tough. I don't know. The way I live is pretty individualistic. But, you know, good golly. Here's the thing. I would like to say the priority, the good answer, I think, would be everyone. But here's the thing. Are you backing that up by actually like volunteering and stuff? You know, you could be doing stuff that helps the group and not yourself. I don't know. I'm gonna go selfish here. Oneself. Even if it has a negative impact on the universe. Yes, F the system. Yes, what's the point in existing if not to be happy? I mean, on the universe though, how the heck is like, I don't know. Here's the thing. If you were born like in your base form, you're like straight up a murderer. You were born a murderer. And that's what brings you joy. Then it's like, you know, it's bad. But are you still going to be saying like, you should be yourself and do what makes you happy? I don't know. I think of extreme examples like that. That is such a fringe case. You know, let's do this. Happiness should be valued globally. If we contribute to sustaining a healthy environment, or the personal well-being should improve too, don't you think? You're right, but it's hard to find the right balance. If I'm miserable, is my community truly going to benefit from having me around? Ideally, if we all work together to generate collective happiness, that includes oneself too. You should be happy in that hypothetical context, yes? Maybe, but happiness is subjective. One's personal paradise is another person's hell. True. I guess we won't solve universal peace today. Anyways, do you have any more questions? Let's do the reading. There we go. Imagine that the main topic here is to how to deal with that behemoth of yours. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life in the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. And your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Wait, I just realized they brought a drink with them? Okay, what do you think this is? Carrot juice? I think they're having themselves some carrot juice. Keep those questions in mind while I shuffle the deck. We've already seen those one. Predestination. Good luck. Let's do this. The meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. You will never untangle the meaning of life, but your work will allow others to reach it. You've done enough introspection, now you need experience. The meaning of life is hidden beneath the greatest love and the greatest lost. Whoa, all these answers go hard, no? This one, it doesn't hit as hard as these. This is so cool. I think, you know, as someone who's like sort of been in research, the idea is that you won't reach anything in your lifetime, but you'll allow others to reach it in theirs. Because, you know, it's like a never-ending pursuit, right? So I think that's really cool. But also this, you know, just experience. I think this is cool. This is like a researcher's answer, and I think Greth is a researcher. You'll never untangle the meaning of life, but your work will allow others to reach it. What? No, that can't be possible. I'm sorry. What am I doing all this for then? Well, we all stand over the shoulders of giants, don't we? You're right, I guess. I wish there was someone who'd trodden the terrain for me already. I can be that person for whatever witch ends up in its maddening quest next. It's not a great consolation, since I don't really care whether or not my name is remembered. For what it's worth, I believe that the important part is the quest, not the outcome. It is the journey that you get to experience. The end of the line is just that, the end. Maybe that's the meaning of life, eh? Yeah, solved it. Thanks. I guess I'll need to do some thinking. Yeah, I thought that was a really solid answer. Oh, Birth of Iron! My Iron Golem. My goat card. Okay. Conquer them. The behemoth is feeding on your fear. Stop being afraid, and in turn, you intimidate them. Worst card jump scare? Come on, bro. Come on. It kind of goes hard. It kind of goes hard. You'll never be free. Even if detached, the behemoth's seed will remain in your brain forever. Wow. We're giving her kind of a grim fate here. To conquer them? Or just to be at peace with the behemoth? Whoa, feeding on their fear. This is like a you just have to live with it, and this is to conquer it. And what an interesting dilemma here. Huh. What I think about is Luigi. You know what I mean? Luigi from Mario and Luigi, right? I always think about him because he is the most cowardly character I've ever seen before. But I love him because despite how fearful he is, he gets Luigi's Mansion. He gets the horror game where he's like, you know, having to use a flashlight to suck up ghosts. And he's doing so much, and he's going through, and he's always scared. There's no time where he's not scared, but he's pushing through it. I don't know if he's made peace with his fear and he's just moving forward, or he's conquering it, because the fear never goes away. He just always gets back up to try to save his brother. Let's do this. You'll never be free, even if detached. Wait, metaphorical or a literal seed? The seed will be in your brain. I'm afraid the card is quite literal about this. And what are the effects going to be? I can't tell. I wouldn't say it'll affect your health, physically speaking, though. But my precious thoughts, those are more important to me than my body. You'll have to work around that. In a way, we all work around our circumstances, don't we? Oh, Conquest? Maybe I should have chose Conquest, but I also kept thinking of Invincible. I am so lonely. I guess better not to fight the unavoidable. Serves me right for trying to summon a behemoth in the first place. I should have asked for help. You can still ask for help to face whatever the cosmos has in store for you next. You're right. I'll let this serve as a lesson. Despite our grim predictions here, Greth is taking it like a champ. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side too. Cool. Let's meet again soon to teach this dastard a lesson. Look forward to it. Alright, I think in like 30 minutes I'll start wrapping it up. I don't know, yeah. Oh, looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. Think I can help if you're interested. I'm all ears. We behemoths know each other's names. If you knew the name of the behemoth possessing Greth, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime, but I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. Alright. What do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray a fellow behemoth. Plus 2 of air to release their name to you, which is... You don't need to answer right now. Save up, decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Greth, you just let that energy flow to me and I'll whisper the behemoth's name to your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time? Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again, I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Oh, and we have... Okay, we'll do this last visitor here. Jasmine. Dear Fortuna, thank you so much for helping my friend Luis. I hope she didn't bother you. I would have never imagined she'd do something as bold as contacting you directly. I'd love to know how it went between you two. Can I come over? Yeah, sure. Hello, Fortuna. How are you doing? Fine, I guess. Happy to see you. It feels so good to be able to meet you again like this. I only wish I got to see your garden again. It must be beautiful after all this time. I'm pretty proud of it. In due time, I'll be happy to show you everything. Until then, I brought you this. It's a blue iris. This is beautiful, thank you. This flower is a bringer of hope. A charm for faith, wisdom, and understanding. I thought it'd improve the energy of the room and help you with your fortune telling. I love it. Thank you so much. So, Luis came to visit you? That's right. I'm so sorry. I should have consulted with you before telling anyone. I just wanted to share the joy of having my friend back. I didn't expect her to come and see you out of the blue. It's alright. Don't worry about it. She seems like a nice girl. She's a very gentle soul. I hope you were able to help her. She's in a pretty delicate situation, to be honest. Oh, is she in trouble? What's going on with Luis? I shouldn't disclose any consultation. Oh, I'm so sorry. You should ask her yourself. If she's alright with sharing, I'll be happy to tell you more about it. You're absolutely right. I'll pay her a visit and see what's going on. She seems a bit stressed lately. She could use the help, yes. In fact, I'm gonna head over to her place now. Do you need anything? It's alright. Go. Bye-bye. Ah, actually, wait a minute. What is it? I need some herbs to help a witch friend. Greth? Oh, you've met Greth, the architect? Dahlia's friend? She's never got time for me. Now I'm jealous. It was a business visit. She seemed like a very busy witch. And what does the fabulous Greth need from me? That she doesn't even have time to ask me for in person. Oh my, you're actually jealous. She's not the one asking anyways. I'm asking you as a friend to help me help her. Oh, okay. Anything for you. What are these herbs for? Something to ease her mind. I don't want to spill the beans about the behemoth. Okay, as lovely as Jasmine is, I believe she is the kind of person who would probably snitch. No offense. You know, she's the law. Like, she's leaning law. While Dahlia is leaning chaos. Is she stressed or she's really anxious about a personal problem? I'm looking for a way to heal her, but whatever ritual we attempt, it would help to have her relaxed. I see. Well, that's a pretty common ailment, a distressed mind. I have something for that might help. Oh? Bacopa Monieri mixed with chamomile. Infuse it with a bit of lemon or honey and have Greth drink it while she thinks about a toy she loved back when she was a mortal kid. I've never seen it fail. Thank you so much, Jasmine. This is exactly what I needed. You're welcome. And maybe Greth will deign to thank me in person next time? Do you have herbs against jealousy? It's for a friend of mine. Shut up. Okay, I must go now. Thanks again. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Okay, last visitor. For real this time. I mean, you know, it's Dahlia, right? We gotta see Dahlia. How to go with Greth? I came up with some of my own ideas on how to help her, but I would use your input. Yeah, come on over. I think it's sick that they ride on different things. Like hers is a sword. Hey, Forts. Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations of my name. Oh, shoot. I thought Forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Fort, I don't like 40, and I especially don't like Tuna. But Tuna's so cute. Not funny. Okay. So, you found a way to help Greth? Right. I've been researching some exorcism methods, and I found some censored texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they might be the perfect solution for this case. There's a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a witch. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade. I'm gonna forge a daemon bone dagger to cut that dastard down. That sounds dangerous. I know my way around knives, trust me. You're right. And you mentioned you need my help with this? That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Greth. And I was wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you could point me to the proper energy? But wouldn't you know best? You've known Greth way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her project. I realize I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divinations can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yeah? Perfect, your guess should be better than mine then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Philosophy is an energy? Is not what I... Individualism? She seems really individualistic, but Truth. She wants truth. That's what she really wants. Philosophy is the study of getting to the truth, right? So this is what she wants. Truth. Whoa, that's so on point. It synthesizes grass energy perfectly. I knew you were the right one to nail this. You are filled with determination. Yo, guys, what would you think about if I played Deltarune? Okay, actually, never mind. Scratch that question. Because I want to play Deltarune on the channel and everything, but I also want to wait until it's all out, because it's in chapters right now. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool to play it from beginning to end. I just don't want, like, cliffhangers. You know what I mean? I kind of hate stuff that just ends on a cliffhanger. That's why you know the Into the Spider-Verse movie, or the second one, what is it, Across the Spider-Verse? I hated the ending for that. Spoilers, but not really. It's a cliffhanger ending. I hate the ending for that. Like, dude. And the fact the next film keeps on getting delayed, I'm glad that they're taking their time, but you know, I think if it didn't end on a cliffhanger, or like it was just a self-contained story, it might have won like animation of the year. There was like an award. It went to the Boy and the Heron, which was beautiful. It's a work of art. But I really liked Across the Spider-Verse. I thought it was phenomenal. I just hated that ending. Anyways, I don't know when it's gonna release, actually. I know they keep pushing it back, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, so I'm waiting until Deltarune's all done, and then I'll get into playing it. It's gonna be a while though. It's gonna be a while. I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just yoot wait, Greth. Wow, goodbye Dahlia. Oh shoot. I'm driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump looks just like a deer. I have seen that. And apparently the consensus now, it's dead. I thought it was really good. I think it's still a funny joke. But I know if I was in the community and that was the only joke they were saying over and over and over again, I would get sick of it too. But because I'm on the periphery and I just see it like a couple times, I still think it's funny. I still think it's good. Even though I don't know the context of the joke, just the animation and everything is good. And the trap beat behind the what's it called? Birkenstruck? I forgot what it was. The Asgore. Behind Asgore? Yeah, it's great. It's powerful. Wow, already we get another visit from Luis. Thank you for having me. You finally received a laptop. Oh yeah. Awesome. Now you have not had a laptop until this point? Wow. That's a huge step forward. You can download Steam and you can play so many awesome games. Like you can play Silent Hill F, or Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, or No, I'm Not a Human. or invisible wall. You can play Lobotomy Corporation. So how did it go? You were right about Idana. I went to visit her and talk about an alternative source of energy for our project, and she didn't seem to care much. Something is amiss with our leader. She felt devoid of life. I didn't dare ask what was going on, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Turbulent times are coming. This is quite disturbing, yes. I'd explore what's going on with Idana, but I doubt she'd agree to come here and have her fortune read. And, on second thought, I wouldn't like for her to know I'm developing a new deck. Better not to mess with Idana, I agree. Ah, by the way, I keep hearing about Idana, but like, I haven't seen her. There's no picture of her or nothing. So I still, this mysterious figure here that seems to be the root of all these problems. I also confessed my true nature to my mortal lover, and it was perfect. It felt so good to be able to love without putting on a mask. You changed my life, Fortuna. I got rid of some stupid shackles I'd put on myself. I'm so happy to hear that. I was worried my deck would cause you trouble. I brought you a present. Oh, what is it? It's a pith cloth. I harvested the thread from a space station. Yo, that's what we wanted. Here. Whoa. Astronaut's pith cloth. Pith cloth weaved by Luis with Entelechy. Harvested from astronauts. A present for Fortuna. Thank you. Oh, this is beautiful. I humbly accept it. Lobotomy Corp has and always have been to play during my time without a laptop. I resort to a Roblox fan game even is crazy. A Roblox fan game? Wow. I hope one day I can truly repay you. There's no need. This is more than enough. Leaving courtesy aside, I'm serious. Let me know if you ever need my help. Thank you, I will. Take care, Fortuna. Likewise. Bye-bye. Oh, and we're getting an immediate follow-up from the people we just talked to. Dahlia gave me a magic dagger to perform an exorcism. Have you found anything else? Is it alright if I come over so we can try the ritual together? Hugs, Greth. I have never seen someone use hugs as like a, as a closer before. That's so cool. Back with her orange juice. Hey, how are you feeling? Corrupted. The behemoth's beginning to take my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels. You still want me to see this through, or? Of course I do. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional basshole take all the credit. I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let's use everything in our arsenal. The ritual will mainly devolve around Dahlia's Daemon Bone Dagger. It truly is a work of art. Here, look. Beautiful. How can Dahlia be so talented? She told me that you helped her create it? Ah, I just shared some insight with her. What about? She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft the blade that has the highest affinity with you. Whoa. So that's why she called it the Blade of Truth. I love it. This is the best dagger I could get. I like that even the behemoth side of her is smiling. That's kind of cute. You totally get me, Fortuna. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Glad you like it. This is perfect. So first of all, do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's disc to check on our chances of success? Of course. What's a Fate Mancer's disc? Of course, it was invented about 80 years ago by Junreisha, the mathematician witch. so you wouldn't know about it. It's a special, the math magician, which is crazy. I would not want to be a math witch. It sounds so... I'm not a math person. I'm really not. So that sounds terrible to me. It's a special sigil that reads fate strands. When you find yourself before a critical and unidentifiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to a disc so it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen. Wow, I like it. Sounds like a great companion to my deck. You really love Lob Corp? Uh-huh. I think it's a type of game you should enjoy playing once blind. Yeah, I think so too. There's so much, like... I 100% agree. There's some games that definitely need a walkthrough. But this one... I think the big appeal is the unknown and discovering and learning about these entities. It's like, you know, it's like why SCP is so like popular. There's a whole database where you can learn about all these crazy new creatures. But, you know, to make it a game, you know, and it's like kind of the stress of putting your clerks out and they're trying to poke and prod to see what gets these creatures to tick or, you know, to harvest their energy. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna come back to it for sure. It just you know, it's probably gonna be like next week or something. I keep saying that. I feel bad. I keep saying, yeah, I'll do something next week with it, and then I don't do it next week because new games just keep coming out. I don't know what to tell you. Like, no, I'm not a human. I was gonna play Lob Corp if that didn't come out. Like, you know. Or Silent Hill. But anyways, yeah, I'll get back to it. Because I do think the concept is really cool. I think you know, it's really charming. So yeah. And I'll not be doing any, like, research on it. I haven't. But yeah. Let's see. Knowing the percentage may not change anything, though. It's just for peace of mind. On the contrary, it sounds really useful. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affect your chances. I didn't consider it that way. I hope it affects them for the best. Anyways, here's the disc. Oh. My chances aren't as good as I hoped. It's no small thing exercising a behemoth, but we haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. You're right, I must be strong. First of all, I asked my friend Jasmine to provide us with some herbs to help ease your mind. With these, you should be able to focus better on the ritual. Smells good. You need to drink the infusion while you think of a toy you loved when you were a mortal child. I sure loved my Legos. An architect who loved Legos in her... Oh, that's so fitting. Oh my god, wait! Goated! But my favorite thing was Jake Plush from Adventure Time. Y'all, Adventure Time was goated. I remember watching it on Cartoon Network. I was such an Adventure Time head. But I never actually finished it. Like, I stopped watching TV after, like, I don't know, maybe the first 1 or 2 seasons or something. Wow, that feels like so long ago since I've watched Adventure Time. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and see if it still holds up. Because it was so unique and quirky. You know? It was awesome. That's so cool. That's so awesome. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it sure worked on your face already. I feel less tense, yes. Look, the Fate Mancer's disc went up slightly. This is working. Good. Thank Jasmine for me. I think it'd be better if you thank her yourself. Sure, it'll be my pleasure. Okay then, could you run me through the specifics of the ritual? Oh, right, that's what I was gonna do. Friday, I was thinking about actually... I was thinking about making a... What the frick is it called? The Project Moon train game? Ah, shoot. What is that called? But yeah, I was gonna maybe start up that game. That gacha. Just so that I could start getting daily rewards. Like... Hang on. What is it? Wait, it's not on Steam? What the flip? Is the Project Moon game after Library of Ruina? It's the gacha one. I was thinking about actually starting that on stream. And as crazy as it sounds, it's like, I don't know. I might be into it. Or would it spoil me too bad for the first game and second game? I don't know. That's what. Oh, that's why I'm like, oh, why do they have to be like, you know, in order, and you have to play through all of them? Well, to get the full story and really appreciate it, because I want to like give it the due time and chance to get the story, you know. Anyways, most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia, crafting this magnificent dagger. You need to insert the blade into my chest. Me? You need to try and leave one side of the blade facing my flesh, and the other side facing the behemoth. I've never stabbed anyone before in my life. It's not so much stabbing as precision cooking. You do cook, right? Yeah, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this... I can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No, I want you to do it. I feel a special connection to you. Look, the percentage of the disc went up just from me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Dahlia told me that the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. I pretty much opened up about myself to you in ways I haven't for ages. So I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. The less people know about it, the better. Ah, okay. Tell me something secret about yourself. Whoa, this is... Are we going to tell her? Are we going to tell Greth about this? I think this would be a most potent secret. I also think this... I feel like this gets less potent the more you go down. I summoned a behemoth too. Shut up. You're putting your life in my hands, so I guess it's only fair I do the same. Abramar, show yourself. Holy cosmos! How is this possible? No one knows about this, not even my closest friends. Why do you have a behemoth? I don't have him. We're partners. We're only talking today because I summoned him. I couldn't endure my exile anymore, so I called upon him, and we're working together to regain my freedom. Abramar is the one who taught me how to channel Arcana to build my own deck. I owe him my life. That is, for lack of a better word, so cool. Look, it feels so good to say it out loud to another person. Thank you for understanding. Are you kidding? I'm like the ideal audience for that kind of revelation. Jokes aside, thank you for trusting me. I feel really fortunate, and this goes without saying, but you can rely on me. Now we're sisters in the Forbidden. The best kind of sisterhood there is. Abramar, you can leave us now. Understood. Time to put me under the knife? I'm not ready yet. You'll never be more ready than now, and I'm ready to accept any consequence. Just let me meditate for a couple of minutes just to gather my focus, okay? 2 whole minutes? That I have, sure. Thank you. Moment of truth. Have you made a decision? Do you want to pay for the behemoth's name? Yes. Allow me to absorb your energy then. Delicious. The fragrance of conflict. Hereby I release my sibling's name. Gaetherian. Thank you, Abramar. At your service. You still there? Yes, I'm ready. I learned your behemoth's name. Gaetherian. Whoa, the Fate Maker's disc went wild. How did you do that? I made a mental pact with Abramar. I purchased the behemoth's name from him. Purchased? I hope you didn't put yourself at risk for me, Fortuna. Don't worry, it wasn't that expensive. I think. Thank you so much for going the extra mile for me. We sisters in the Forbidden must stand together, right? Oh, I accidentally gave her the accent. You're right. Ready for some stabbing? Don't say it like that. Sorry, I was just trying to blow off some steam. Our ideas of what constitutes relaxing. I gave her the accent again. Differ dramatically, Greth. Looks like you're relaxed, though. Guess that's the most important thing here. Okay, I'm going to insert the dagger now. Are you ready? Do it. Whoa! So, how do I look? We did it, Greth. Yeah, I know. You're the best, Fortuna. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. My heart was about to explode. Where's the behemoth now? They escaped. While you were pushing the dagger inside me, we had a very intense discussion that felt like it lasted eons. Finally, they got scared of me. It looks like you were fueling me with some energy larger than this universe. It felt so overpowering. You were amazing, Fortuna. I'm so happy for you. What now? I'm going to make a round to share the good news. Especially with Dahlia. I owe her my life too. Yeah, she deserves more credit than anyone. I promise, I'll come visit you again soon. I didn't only regain my freedom here. I also gained you. I'm happy to have met you too. Okay, take care. See you soon. Goodbye. Wow. What a busy life all of a sudden, huh? How are you feeling? It feels good. Life is worth living again. Glad to see your mood has improved. So what are your plans now? My biggest concern is still Adana. Sooner or later, she's going to find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point. Well, the Cosmic Wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected with the Coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us. How do you do it? Manipulate fate? You tell me. We're not so different. Not really. I mean, I get to read into possible futures. But escaping from Adana's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you. Are you sure? It was by your will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place. Are you suggesting that I'm the one that created you? What? Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot. And you're paying a high price for this all. Don't forget it. but you summon me. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself. Okay, no need to mock me. Look, a falcon has arrived. Oh, could it be from Thea? Whoa, okay, alright. How about I call it there? Next time we'll get to see Thea. I think this is a good stopping point. Okay, go. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright. That is a good stopping point though. I'm gonna let's exit the title here. This is so good. I'm having a great time with this game. That was really cool. I'm so glad we were able to free her from the behemoth. It feels like everything that we're doing is like worth something, that we're doing some good. Like all of our interactions so far have, been able to affect the story in some way and the people around us, which I think is awesome. Why else would you have the power of fortune telling if not to try to change or prepare for the future? Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's see what's on the Mind Palace today. So yes, Friday I'm gonna be doing a bunch of my dailies, so it's just gonna be a talking stream. Just gonna talk about whatever's happening, what's going on, whatever I'm interested in, about the games on screen. Cookie Run I'm doing Arc Knights, hopefully maybe some Nikkei, and then maybe we can start a little Limbus company. I'll maybe get through no, I don't want to start that. That should be like a whole stream, honestly. I decide no Limbus company. As much as I want to get ahead and start collecting currency for pools or whatever, it's best if I just go into it just with a clear head, and have like a whole stream just dedicated to starting, especially if I'm gonna pay attention to the story. So Friday's gonna be really chill. It's gonna be really fun. I will say though, something very exciting is that next week will be I think the 7th and 8th is Prime Day, and I have got my eye on a capture card. Oh, very exciting. A capture card. So I can not to capture on like a Switch. Oh, that'd be cool if I had a Switch or something. No, that's not the point. The point is so I can capture stuff on my iPad, which I think would be really cool. If I was able to do like drawing streams and stuff, that'd be pretty sick. We could draw, I don't know, stuff. Let's see. I don't really have games on my iPad. It's just mostly for drawing, but I think it'd be really fun to draw, because the drawing I've done for stream so far on here has been in MS Paint. And don't get me wrong, I think Paint is awesome, but I just feel way more comfortable drawing with my iPad. So that'd be really cool. I'd love to start doing that sort of content. And just slowly but surely, I'm gonna see about upgrading my setup so we can do some more fun stuff. Very exciting. Like in the future, I want to be able to do a hand cam stream, because I had this really cool idea where I want to be able to like do like a gel electrophoresis. That sounds so stupid. That sounds so crazy, but it sounds kind of funny. Like I show you how I would do like run a gel or something, so you can see the bandwidths and see how many kilobase pairs this RNA is Wow, that'd be really cool. Anyways, but I'd have to buy a lot of stuff for that. That's way in the future. But a hand cam, that'd be fun. I could do some unboxing. No, I literally don't buy like cards to unpack and stuff. I could do a eating stream. I could do a taste test stream. That'd be so cool. I could buy a bunch of different flans and then cannibalize them to absorb their power and nutrients. Yeah, pretty sick. Pretty sick and twisted. But that sounds fun. I got a lot of plans in the future. Now that I've got like a job that's like paying me decently well, and I can afford to upgrade and then, you know, get stuff together. I got a lot of plans. I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited. But for now, we're gonna take it nice and slow. All that's later. And so yeah, just gonna be doing some dailies Friday. Gonna hopefully try to get an Elgato soon. And then in the future, maybe, we could do like a spooky drawing stream. Whoa, that would be sick. Around October. And I do want to play some horror games as well. Some spooky games because it's October. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I'll see you Friday. And if not, it's all good. I'll see you when I see you. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of the day. And as always, take care of yourself. All right? All right. Bye now. Bye-bye.